So you guys know what day today is. It's garden tour day. I'm gonna take you guys on a garden tour and just show you what all is growing in my garden currently. I have a bunch of warm weather crops that I have already started and got into the ground. So I'm eager to show you guys how everything has been doing. So I'm gonna start you guys on the far side of our property. And over here on this side, I do have my zucchinis in the ground. You can see that the flower heads are already starting to come up, which is very exciting because usually when you start to see the flower heads, that's how you know that zucchinis are getting ready to come. And I wanted to show you guys this one in particular because if you look close, right there on that one, that is a little zucchini right there. So that's pretty darn cool. That's like one of my favorite things that I've seen. Oh, there's another one down in there too. There's a few of them down in there, so that's gonna be really exciting. And plus the flowers on zucchinis are beautiful. And I have 4 of these zucchini plants total, so those are gonna be very, very productive. I still have my potatoes going right here. I dug up some of them and they weren't very big. There were a few in there, they weren't very big, so I fertilized the rest of them and I'm just gonna leave them. And right over here are those watermelons I started from seed. They're starting to look really good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and dig one of them up so they're both not growing in the same. And that one, there's another one right there. And then I have some cucumbers back over here that are doing quite well. Let me show you these guys over here. See, this one right here is already trying to lay over. Will's gonna build me a trellis for it so they have something to climb up. And if you look at that one, there's already a flower started. So that is amazing. I can't wait to get cucumbers. Once a cucumber plant starts, they really don't stop. And right over here is my little tomato alley area, plus that one tiny basil. But the rest of them are just tomatoes. They're starting to flower out really well. So these two, I haven't noticed any flowers on yet, but on this one, I believe these are my pineapple pear. Yes. Oh, sorry, there's a bird. Oh my God. I just saw a bird like swoop down and like take another bird into his talons. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe it was like mama grabbing a baby. Oh, she was. Look. Little baby birds. Okay, anyway. So my tomatoes are starting to get flower heads. So that's very exciting. This little guy right here was one of those double flowers, and I wish I could have gotten a picture or a video of it before it died off, but a lot of the times, I can't remember what it's called when you get these double flowers, but I heard a lot of the times they just die. So, and I'm thinking that's what mine is doing, or that flower is gonna drop and we will actually see a tomato. That I'm not sure of, but there are some other flowers on here. And this one right here is my prize. This is my Black Beauty, I think. Nope, this is my Sweet 100. My Black Beauty is over there. That's my Black Beauty. This is my Sweet 100. And it's already starting to develop some fruit. Yay, yay. That's pretty cool. And there's already lots of flowers on this boy. So we'll see how that goes. And right over here, I still have those peas growing. I was thinking about taking them, like pulling them up, but I saw I'm still seeing flowers on them. So my plan is to just keep letting these grow until I don't see any more flowers. I've already started some beans down here. So as soon as the rest of these peas come up, more beans will go down. I already have a few beans, and these are pole beans, which is why I have them right here next to this trellis, because once the peas come down, then these beans are going to be there and ready to climb up this trellis next. And right here in this bed, I have some okras. I just went and picked up some okra from the plant nursery. So I picked up okra from the plant nursery. That's what these are right here. Those are okras from the plant nursery. These okras right here, I direct sown from seeds. You can kind of see that one right there still trying to pop up. And then on that one, you can still see that little seed on the bottom. It's my little nasturtium. And then right here, just in the middle of that bed, I planted some corn. I've never done corn before, so we're gonna see how it does in the middle of this bed. And I actually want to get more corn planned out, so Will's gonna help me figure out a spot in the yard to plant more corn seeds. But these are cool. This bed is my bed that's got too much going on. Because I have this bolted lettuce right here, and I'm actually going to keep it so I can have the seed pods, because Will and I really enjoyed this lettuce this year, so I'm just going to let it go to flower. It produces these really cool yellow flowers when they open up, so I'm just going to let those go to flower. And same with this broccoli stalk. I've already harvested the main head, but I'm going to let it go to flower here so I can take the seed pods. This is some chard. I really need to have Will come out here and harvest this chard because he actually likes the taste of it. And some beautiful flowers. Beautiful flower shot. Yeah, boy. This right there are just some leeks. And then I have green onions on the other side. You can barely see them. A couple pepper plants are in this bed too. Just a few. Oh, and obviously that stupid grass. And this is that strawberry patch. Will and I already came out here and harvested a bunch of strawberries. But if you look down in there, there's like still a bunch that need to be harvested. So we'll have to get back out here this weekend. I also started some spaghetti squashes here because I love spaghetti squash, but I hate buying it at the grocery store because at Sprouts they do it by weight, and spaghetti squash, as we all know, are stupid heavy. So I'm just gonna grow my own. Let me take off some of these dead leaves here. And then back here I have some sunburst squash. That's what they look like. And they actually transplanted quite well, except for this. There's a little damage on them, but they'll probably grow out of that. Back here is another watermelon. These two watermelons I did not start from seed. These are two watermelons that I got from the plant nursery because I was nervous that my seeds wouldn't emerge, and they actually did. So there's some Jubilee watermelons that I just picked up from the nursery. And this right here is my bean patch. These are, so the other beans I showed you are pole beans, and these are my bush beans. And I love bush beans because you don't need a trellis to grow them. And they get so big. Like this is one plant right here. That's one plant. It's huge. So I'm hoping for a highly productive pole bean patch this year, and hopefully we get a really good harvest. Oh, I saw a spider. So this right here is my pepper bed. There's a lot of ancho and conquistador peppers in here, and I also put this patch of basil in here, and it's actually taking very well. I'm going to come out here and clip the flowers off so I can, you know, focus more of its energy on the leaf production and crabgrass. Just pull it when you see it. Right here is another broccoli that's going to seed. I forgot to harvest it when it was small, so I'm gonna just pull this one out. I don't need a bunch of broccoli. A bunch of broccoli seeds. I just don't. And this right here is my prize. This is my pride and joy. This is the first year I've actually grown a cabbage, and look how big that head is. And of course more flowers back here. Never get enough. And this right here is one of Will and I's berry bushes. I believe these are possibly blackberries. And if you look there, you can see one coming on, and if you look back there, you see a bajillion flowers, and this bush is going to be very, very productive, and we cannot wait. I also have some sunflowers back here that aren't producing flowers quite yet. They're very, very tall. They're almost as tall as me, so I'm assuming these are going to be like giant sunflowers. Look at the stalk on that thing. And if you look in there, there's a bug booty. I need to figure out, oh, I don't like, that's an earwig too. We're gonna have to get that out of there. That's an earwig. There are more of those berries on this side. This bush is gonna be very highly productive. I can't wait to make simple syrup. And this right here, this is my onion patch. I know you see all the crabgrass around the parameters, but just focus like right here. Those are onions. Some of my onions have actually getting ready to produce flowers. And I actually cut down the green tops off of the onions this past weekend so they can focus more energy on producing the bulb rather producing all the green tops. And this is just a shot of some of my beautiful flowers. Look at my yard, I love it. Last thing I really want to show you guys. So first, this is my raspberry bush and it hasn't produced like any flowers yet. So if anyone has any comments on like why it hasn't produced any flowers yet, please let me know. Maybe it's just not time. But look at the bush. That's huge. And I want to show you guys back here too. These are my prize grapes. Look at those. Look at all the grapes we're about to have. Look at, there's so many just in this one area. Let me see if I can get in there. This is a highly productive grapevine. I can't really get into the back area over there, but this grapevine is huge. It's huge. And these are those tiny potatoes I pulled up. Hopefully they still taste good. I left them outside to just cure a little bit. I'm gonna take them in the house, wash them off, and I'm gonna make some smashed potatoes because why not? I also have a little hydroponic system going on here for some other cucumbers, and they're getting quite large. This is just 2 separate plants in here. There's one, here's another one. Over the weekend, well, I discovered that look at that root porn, if you tickle the roots and then you smell your hand, it literally smells like cucumbers. That's amazing. And over here, just a couple of things I haven't quite put down yet. I'm normally not one to buy cilantro from the plant nursery. I like to grow it from seed, but we'll pick this at the nursery. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It was on discount. We also got some stevia, and we love this. You can literally just eat a leaf and it will curb your sweet tooth. It's like a natural, it's just a natural sweetener. Everyone loves stevia. And Will, of course, also picked out a pepper. It doesn't have a tag on it, so I'm not sure what kind of pepper it is. Oh, it says it's a Greek peppercini. So it needs to be watered. Even though it rained, I don't know why this one didn't get water. So that's pretty much the garden tour. You know, plus or minus a couple of things that are going on out here, but overall, that's pretty much what's going on. During the summertime, the garden's very, very productive, and summer is my favorite and least favorite season because it gets way fucking hot, but it's also one of the most productive seasons for the garden, and that's when you can get all those warm weather crops in, like all of your zucchinis and watermelons and cucumbers and tomatoes and all of your herbs and stuff, and then your berries are starting to you know, be in that position where they're ready to harvest, and it's just an amazing time. So if you guys have any questions about how I grow anything here or have any suggestions for me, holler at me because my potatoes aren't doing well. As you see, I have those little tiny ones, and that was probably from probably at least 3 or 4 seed potatoes, and I only got those little tinies, and that's probably my fault because I failed to fertilize like I should have in a timely manner. So yeah, my fault. This is my first year growing a garden, so we'll learn from a lot of our mistakes, you know, and next year we'll just do better. So that's it. Keep on growing.